Good Wednesday morning to you folks. Coach Burt, Seaside, Florida. Hope you're doing great. Off to a good Wednesday. Who come up with the concept of hump day? Some person miserable in their job, not distributing their talents to the world. Said, man, if I could just make it through just a few more days. Folks, 67% of people say they're disengaged with their work. That means they get up, as Pastor Alan Jackson says, they dress up, paint up, spray up, pretty up, show up. Guess where they're not? They're not at work. 67% of folks get up every morning. Dorian, Anita, Jamie. They dress up, paint up, spray up, pretty up, show up, but they're not there, Christine. I want to make a point to you. Share this with other people because it's important. Part of flipping the switch, part of people's unhappiness in the world is their work. They have an adversarial relationship with their work, right? I got to go to work. I don't want to go to work. I got to get up and suffer through work, right? And because of that, it makes for a very hard life, right? Fighting every day with yourself about your work makes for a hard life. Having a bad attitude makes for a hard life. Not making and keeping your commitments makes for a hard life. All progress in life of flipping the switch starts by getting real, man. And getting real is like, man, I'm not where I want to be. Thank God I'm not where I used to be. But I'm not where I want to be. And flipping the switch says, man, my work is a distribution channel for my talents. Like I never get up and go, oh God, I can't believe I got to go do this. Because there's a big difference. Good morning, Doug Wood. There's a big difference between the occupation, which occupies your time, Brian Covey. Guarantee you Brian Covey's not got one person that if it's just their occupation, they're just suffering through the motions of doing deals, that they're doing a good job selling those loans. They're doing a good job. I guarantee it. So work is either your distribution channel, Lori Stye, Becky, Megan Kirk, Will Weaver. It is your distribution channel for your talent, or it's just a drudgery you got to go through. Now, name one thing in your life you've ever been good at that you didn't care about, that your heart wasn't involved in, that you just showed up physically, but you weren't there with your mind, your heart, and your spirit. See, I've been doing these courses for people, and this Flip the Switch boot camp I've got coming up. Last night, 200 and something people showed up. 290 registered, said they wanted to be there. 200 showed up. A high percentage of them, 20 to 25%, took action on spending a day with me October 29th, which I'm going to encourage you to do, because I got to get you thinking I can distribute my talent through my work. Wednesday is just another day of the week. It doesn't, right? I got to get you out of the mindset that you were raised and trained in. Monday through Friday, we work from 8:30 to 4. We got a 1-hour lunch. What if I told you I've been working down here? What if I told you I've been sending some of the biggest deals of my life from down here? What if I told you, right? What if I told you that doesn't matter where I'm at in the world? Work is a channel for me to distribute, Robert, my talents to the world. And if I'm distributing those talents to the world at a high frequency versus a low frequency, the world, Charlie, says back to me, man, this is good. We'd like to give you some recognition. We'd like to give you some reputational capital. We would like to give you some money. We'd like to give you some affirmation. We'd like to give you some referrals. Right, Roy Frazier? So when you think about this, Holly Perry, what I'm trying to get across to you is part of flipping the switch, in my opinion, is finding this voice in life where you get up every day and truly distribute your talents to the world at a high frequency. It's getting real, folks. It's going back to an old book I wrote many years ago called This Ain't No Practice Life. One life. Get up and do what we are supposed to be doing, get on point, and when we do, like a rocket ship, boom, your life is going to take off. Now, if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, where your talents are misaligned, where you're miserable every day, man, you're going to wake up, and it's going to be hard work. It's going to be long and miserable work. It ain't going to be a good day, folks. First step of flipping the switch is getting real. Get real about where you are versus where you should be. Where you are versus where you're capable of going, right? That is part of flipping the switch. And you need guys like me, although you may not always like me or love me, pushing you and creating a tension in your life. A little bit of attention is not a bad thing. Tension creates movement. Frustration creates action. So if I'm speaking to you today, I want to encourage you. October 29th is coming up in a few weeks. I'm going to be doing a full day on my whole system. How do you activate the drive every day? How do you explain your value? How do you generate leads? How do you follow up like a crazy person, man? We got to follow up, Pastor Ken. I think my book, The Accountable Church for Churches, is going to be more valuable today than it was when I wrote it 2 years ago. Churches need to be following up with people. Hey, we need to get you back in here, man. Hey, we need to see you back in here. Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while. What's keeping you from coming in the door, right? Like, we got to follow up like crazy. How do we get referrals out of our current client base if we don't engage with our clients? I know it takes time and effort, which is why people don't do it. Right, Sean, right? They don't do it because it takes time and energy. Okay? And finally, folks, how do you become a person of interest? So if you have not signed up for my October 29th, Daniel Hodges, this is a great way to get some of your prospects in Memphis in. Just say, hey, man, spend a day with Coach October 29th. Okay? It's $57, folks. And if you don't think your life would be better off after a day of us focusing on this, maybe you're on the wrong feed, right? we got to get real. Today ain't hump day. Today's bump day. I'm going to close some business today. I'm going to help some folks today. I'm going to distribute my talents to the world today. Hey, and you are too. Flip the switch, baby. Activate the pray drive. Let's go.